What's going on, guys? It's your favorite Jeff, or maybe your least favorite Jeff if you're on the enemy team. But regardless, we've got some epic gameplay here that I wanted to share with you guys and talk you through. If you have not subscribed yet, I'm running a new channel here. Please take a moment to do so. Just pop over the page, hit subscribe. It'll greatly help me out as I start this new endeavor focusing only on Marvel Rivals. So, playing Jeff on this map is something that can be kind of difficult to do because you're pretty susceptible to long-range DPS characters like Widow or Hawkeye as an example. So it's very important to maintain good positioning. You see me backing up here a lot using that side angle over there so I have protection from the building that's to the right now as I'm saying this. This bridge area can be kind of dangerous to be sitting under. They have a very good Hawkeye on their team. I think he's the only one that gets any kills on me. So you just have to be very careful in that instance and make sure that you're really paying attention to the ebb and flow of the tanks. When they're starting to back up, you need to be anticipating that so that you're backing up as well. Otherwise, you get left in the open and you're just going to get picked off. And coming up here pretty soon, the Hawkeye does get me. But I like to stay behind our healer, our other healer, if possible. There's the Hawkeye right there. Like I said, he's really good. I think he goes something like 20... He has like over 20 or something elims in this, and they lose, right? We absolutely worked this team over, but he did extremely well. If he had a little bit of a better team, I think his performance could have been even better. But I'm using the Jeff ult here just to take control back of the objective because after I went down, they made a very strong push forward. So this was a defensive play as far as the Jeff ult goes. Obviously, you're hoping to get people, but when it comes to controlling an objective, using the Jeff ult is a good way to get people out of the objective and kind of have them scatter, make them panic and use skills that maybe they wouldn't have at that moment in time. So in that instance, for me personally, using it defensively like that, even if I don't get a grab, but I get them off of the objective, that's a huge push into our favor to regaining control of that. So I'm just kind of trying to work my way around the map here, find different angles to heal from because I'm at this point very aware of their enemy Hawkeye focusing the back line. This was a moment of concession. They were going to get the point, so it's better to just back up, gain control, and figure out where I want to focus on my healing from. So I'm just using this back line here pretty far away. Jeff's heals are very strong at distance. There's no reason to be up close and personal with him when you have such a long alleyway here that you're dealing with because fire that's coming at your team is going to pass through. It's going to get to the enemy back line, so it's good to make sure you have a way to escape. I was not expecting a KO right there, but also that elim was from their Hawkeye. So now we're just kind of repositioning here, or at least I am trying to plan on where I want to continue healing from. They haven't really conceded much ground here, so I just moved back to the same spot. You can see their Hawkeye still alive and well up on the right there. He's just absolutely doing work against our team. It's a good thing you can't see the chat because he was just griefing this entire game. Every time he died, just begging for reports and complaining. So, at some point, people that spend their time in chat texting like that when they could be strategizing with their team or trying to help their team out or even recommending that they make changes to the lineup. Instead, he's just complaining and asking for a report. So he ended up getting no support from his team. But one of my primary focuses in this round specifically, aside from making sure that I stayed behind our Mantis, was making sure that I continued to focus heal our Venom. I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but the Venom that we had on our team was quite good. He was very, very strong at rushing and diving the back line, and also good at knowing when to get out. The problem was with the root walls, I had to constantly, try and take them down from the back line so I could get the heals in. But I figured as long as I made a strong effort to keep our Venom alive, his disruption would be enough that they really wouldn't be able to make too much progress. And that definitely turned out to be true. He was very, very good. So now they got the Punisher ult up. They had a good clear. There's 3 of us down. Both, 2 down. Both tanks are down. So this is an opportunity for me to kind of just take a sideline here and really just make sure that I don't get elim during this time frame because losing a healer unnecessarily at that point is just not worth it. There's no reason to try and hold an objective as Jeff because once you go underground or underwater like this, you are no longer considered to be in the zone. so you actually lose control of it. So it's better to just remain unseen at that point in time. So this was a good grab here. This was a defensive one. They had forgotten that I was kind of hanging out in the back line and on the sideline there. So I was able to sneak in behind them when they were all kind of panicking due to our team getting back into the objective. Now I just wanted to swim back through, get back into the back line, get behind our Mantis, and just continue to focus healing the tanks as best as I could. The heals from Jeff are extremely good, and it just depends on when you play, but just the way that you play Jeff has such a huge effect. Apologies for the stuttering here. Because a lot of people do say that you can play him as a flank DPS, or Jeff is not a primary healer. Jeff can be primary. The thing is, just not many people play him that way. They get caught up in the fact that he deals pretty good damage, so they're always trying to outflank with him. This was one of my favorite grabs, honestly, because I really wanted to pick on their Hawkeye a little bit. Just, maybe that's a little toxic of me, but he was complaining so much. I really wanted to grab him as often as I could. So when I had the opportunity to get him there in the tank, I was like, all right, this is the perfect grab opportunity. So, round 1, done and dusted. Not too bad. Playing defense on this map, I think, is a little bit easier than playing offense. This is a really tough area to push through if you don't have a really strong diving comp. Luckily we did, so it wasn't hard for us to get through in this specific game, but I'm sure you guys know that getting out of the base there, getting through, getting under the bridge, and getting to objective can take 2-3 minutes of your potential capture time just to get into the objective, because they spawn relatively close. If they've got a rocket on their team, they're just pumping the respawns right back on top of objective. It can be tough. It can be really, really tough to make that swing. So we were lucky to get in there early. Getting this Groot down here was a really big deal because his walls are just a burden as a healer in the back line. He's constantly walling people in and making it difficult, but we were able to take the objective there very quickly, and we don't have to get it too far, really, to get it past where we stopped them and held them at. So I was feeling pretty good with the round at this point in time, but I still maintained pretty good control of the back line. Tried to work on their Punisher here just a little bit, just keep shots on him, keep him distracted, and then stay with Mantis more or less. I could tell that she was also kind of focusing the Venom a little bit as well, which was really nice. I attempted to get Spidey there, but he's so hard to heal as Jeff. He just moves so fast, and I feel like the stream can't keep up unless you anticipated it. This is a really good opportunity for a Jeff ult. People they don't want to leave, the comfort of the invis, and with all that animation going, they sometimes don't even see the ult coming in. They don't hear it. So it's a great opportunity to go in and just get a quick grab, and that's all that it took for us to get that final little push there to win the game. So epic little Jeff ult there at the end to take full control of the objective, and I pulled MVP. If you guys are enjoying content like this, please do me a favor, hit subscribe, stick around for more content. I'm going to try and do this daily, so see you guys in the next video.